Boom, baby, welcome back. So, engine's not done. That's how it goes. I don't know what to say, but that's how it goes. But that's okay, because we still got stuff to do. I'm gonna rake all this gravel out so it's flat dirt. And then I'm gonna take the plywood that I have, lay that down. I've got a couple sheets, so my thought is if I have to double up, then just double up. But kind of a problem I should have figured out before, but I think just because I had this rock here, I don't know why I didn't think to rake it out. So I'm gonna rake all this rock out, get it out of the way. That way it's at least a smooth surface. And even though that plywood's a little thinner, I think it will be okay because it won't have that uneven rocky edge, so to speak. All right, boom, baby. So this is definitely much better setup. I don't know why I didn't think about doing this before, but now when you walk on it, it's definitely a lot more stable. There's definitely some soft spots, but I think this will be strong enough to not break through this time. So I think we'll be all right. All right, so I think we came up with a pretty good plan. We're gonna take the front pieces of the engine off. I'm gonna rake all that gravel, so keep it as smooth as possible. My buddy Jim loaned me a floor jack, so now I can use that, and he loaned me a roller too, so I can use that to roll under there and get the transmission out. So we're going to take the transmission off, put it on the engine, and then put it all in smoothly. I'm going to take that front fascia off just to make it less of like an incline, so we can just go straight in.
Boom, baby.
All right, so you can see I got most of the gravel out of there. There's still a little bit, but the tranny's right there. So I can put the plywood there, be able to drop that, and then we can attach to the engine. All right, boom. All right, I think we're something pretty good. So I'm gonna put the jack stands back for now. Then we'll pull the plywood out and then remove the tranny. I'm covered. So we can take this front piece off. So we're gonna remove all this front piece. We're gonna leave the side fenders, just remove the front. Never done this before, so we'll see how this goes. I think I'm just gonna drag the entire toolbox out, since I'm not entirely sure what all I'll need. Yeah, boom. I'm under the front Frankenstein. Looks like we got a bolt there for that fender. And then we've got our bumper bolts. Okay. We got that doohickey. That looks like a doozy one. It's for the main core support. Alright, overall it doesn't look too bad. This actually doesn't seem that bad. I'm gonna remove the bumper at first. I think that'll probably be the easiest first thing to go. So let's do that. Alright, so I am under Frankenstein trying to remove the front bumper, and I'll show you what's giving me a hard time. Alright, so I'm removing these bolts. These two actually were fine. They're ready to come off. But on this side, on the inside here, you can see it's like stretched out on the inside. So when I turn it, it's not gripping in there. So I try to use some vice grips. But I'm trying not to mess up those threads either, just in case that matters. But it probably doesn't. I guess I could always replace them if I needed to. So that's what I'm doing now. So I figured out in order to get, there's a bolt right here, which is giving me a hard time with this part of the bumper. I think if that wasn't giving me a hard time, you could probably just pull it straight off, but that is. So I'm having to take off these pieces. And in order to do that, there's two bolts right there, like on the inside of it. And then there's one that's really hard to get to on the bottom. So that's the one I'm trying to get to now. Once I get this one off, you can see like this is the piece that's not hooking on. So I think I'll be able to hold it from this side and then unbolt it from the other side. Boom. It's funny, it's always the little things that get in your way. This little bolt right here is just causing all kinds of problems for me. I just need this one little bolt out, and then I can take the whole bumper off. It's really driving me nuts here. I just don't have anything that can reach in there. I know there's a few jokes in that, but so that's my problem right now. Boom. This tiny little bolt caused so much headache, but we got it off, so bam. Now I gotta see if I can take this bumper off without hurting myself. All right, so the biggest challenge with doing this project right now is the heat. It's been 118. We actually had a heat wave this weekend as well, but 118 is actually pretty normal for Arizona too, surprisingly. So that's why you keep seeing different chunks and different t-shirts and that kind of stuff. But my buddy Alex is gonna help me. So we're still working on taking this front end off. We got the 2 rubber pieces off and we're working on the front bumper. All right, boom. What up, dude? Just living La Vida Loca, my man. Yeah. Oh, let me grab the cooler. Yeah. Nice, nice. All right, so I got my buddy Alex helping me. So the bumper's giving us a hard time, so we're gonna take the grill off just to like get a break from it.
I thought it was missing the one though. No?
Which one?
I thought I was missing one of these teeth.
Oh, no, I have both.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I have both.
You're a bitch to find, so it's a good thing you have both of them.
I know, I almost broke it too. That's what I was kind of worried about. But it's shitty, I busted these when I pulled out the engine. Because both of these were things where I was like going like this and I went and I pushed it. But they're like super brittle.
You're probably going to have to replace them anyway.
I saw some guys put like square LED ones and they actually look pretty sick too.
Yeah, that'd be neat.
Yeah.
Well, shit, man.
All right, well, let's take this off then, huh?
Yeah.
You cool with me recording it, dude?
Yeah,
I'm gonna put it on time lapse.
Let's get my good side. Oh. These two are different sizes for some reason.
In the middle?
Yeah.
It is weird.
Something tells me this isn't the first time the bills come out.
The what?
Something tells me this isn't the first time the bills come out.
I know, right? Honestly, I'm so curious to know this truck's like history, but there's just no way for me to know.
I think you can get a DMV report. That'd probably be the closest thing you can do.
Yeah, but the what do you want? The guy that I bought this from, he was a nice guy and all, but he was just taking these trucks and basically putting them together. Like he had a bunch of them.
Really?
Yeah, and he would just put them together and sell them, or he would part them out, or so it's kind of like, you know.
I wonder how many parts this one donated.
I know, right?
No, you're saying in Oregon what?
Oh, in Oregon, the car scene was like such a big deal. Like everybody worked on cars.
Really?
Oh yeah. Like all my friends, all we used to always do is just go over to each other's house and like drink and work on cars and shit, you know?
Was it a small town or was it like?
The town I lived in was, but I mean the neighboring area wasn't, I mean it's small, but it's not like that small. Yeah.
You have a 7/16 in a.
Yeah.
No, I got the thing, but I mean.
The yeah.
7/16. What's the 7/16 equivalent?
Oh man. Thank you for thinking that I know.
This is the part that I struggle with. Oh, fuck yeah. This is me. Like, this is me trying to figure out. No.
That's
brother,
me with
though,
like every tool, dude.
My brother takes one glance at it and he's like,
And he
oh,
knows the
that's
size.
a 7/8 or whatever. I'm like, hey, you know, 7/8 existing.
I do like on a lot of these cars how there's certain standard sizes, but
Yeah, because that way you only need a handful of tools to keep in the back in case shit.
right. All right, so Alex and I have got most of the front bolts off, and we're just trying to get the ones we missed. Right, Alex?
Yep, I took the horn off for no reason. It seemed accessible. Figured, why not?
If it makes you feel any better, it didn't work.
Oh, well, there you go.
Well, it worked, but the wiring, something was up with the wiring.
We just gotta restore this. We really sand it down and repaint it.
Yeah, why not, dude? Where's the... All right, Alex is the man. He got the bottom bolt. As dust flies in his eyes,
I can't see anymore, but it was worth it.
it's worth it. We were able to get the bottom bolt. Now the top bolt is like bent, so we're trying to get that. The other side will be easy, so we just need to get that one bolt off. Austria. So this is the bolt. So we broke it off. That's the only way it was coming off. Whatever. We got it, so I'm happy about that. So boom. So Alex got them off. The first one we had to break off. And then you WD-40 that one. And you got it. Right, Alex?
Yeah, I got it.
He got it, really. I was just standing there holding, you know. All right, boom. Now grill time.
I'm really sweating. I'm glad you can't tell.
We both are. Well, what do you think of it so far? At least we got the bumper off,
We
dude.
got the bumper off.
Yeah.
More importantly, we got the horn off. It's really in the way. It's driving me nuts. We're making good progress. We got like maybe 2 more bolts to go on the, grill.
Yeah,
And
totally.
then we can move on to the what's left of the radiator inside.
Boom. Alex, look at it, dude. Look, bam.
It's like a whole new truck.
It looks so ugly now. Poor guy. It'll all be worth it, though. What do you think so far, Alex?
So far, so good, man. I mean, we got stuck on a couple of pieces, but we're making progress.
Yeah.
Now we got extra room. We don't have to worry about braking stuff when the engine comes in.
It definitely helps having a second set of hands. All right, so now we just have the bolts on the bottom, we think, right?
Yeah, and then all of it comes down.
Yep, and we're gonna take that off too. Okay, so we've got one of the bolts out. We're going on this frame rail bolt. You can tell it lifts up. We get all the side bolts out. I think we just have the one bolt left, right?
I think so. But look at me. I'm a real man now.
All right. All right, so we're almost done. We're still taking off this middle core support, but you can see how much easier it's going to be to put the engine back in. Alex has been amazing helping me out get all this stuff done, so special thanks to Alex. Yeah. But now we just got the bottom 2 bolts, and I'm not sure what other bolts we were missing, but
Do you get the 2 side ones? So yeah, so all we have is these 2. Hopefully.
I took all those out, but it's not loose though.
Probably just rested.
Probably.
Rested together. We'll give it a couple of good hits with the hammer and it'll loosen up.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, we're good.
All right, so it's all time lapse, but trust me, you wouldn't want to watch 2 hours of this, 3 hours. Okay, so we've got one of the bolts out. We're going on this frame rail bolt. You can tell it lifts up. We get all the side bolts out. I think we just have the 1 bolt left, right?
I think so. Go look at me. I'm a real man now.
All right. Okay, so the other day I was saying, why can't we just take the front piece off, right? I was like, I didn't see why we wouldn't be able to. But then we just kind of came up with this conclusion here. The reason why I've seen people take the front clip off is because the fenders go over the core support. So you would have to flex the fenders out to take the core support off. It's not that big a deal though. We're just going to take the front fenders off. But we've been at it for a long time, so we're gonna call it good for now. But we'll pick up back next weekend,
Yeah.
the weekend before
Yeah,
that.
it's really hot out.
Yeah, it's hot. I mean, we're sweating like crazy. So we're calling it good for now. But the next video, we'll take these off, and by then we should have the engine back anyways. So Alex will probably be helping me with dropping the transmission. Then we'll have the engine. We'll remove the front clip. So Alex and I will remove the front clip. We'll drop the tranny. We'll put it on. So it should be pretty easy after that. But that's where we're at for now. So thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe. Thank you, Alex, for helping.
Cheers. Yeah, no problem.
Couldn't have done it without him. So, all right. Thank you guys. Boom.